Okay, so hopefully by now you've seen the webinar, you've seen some of the samples, and now it's time for me to do my full review and demo of Viddyoze, the newest version. And if you have any of the previous versions, you'll kind of see it somewhat looks familiar, but they've made a lot of changes here. It's actually a lot easier to use, got a lot more templates. In fact, I believe the front end comes with 250 templates, which is absolutely insane. So let's take a look at this here. We're inside the main area, and you can see we've got the templates area with all the templates down below. You've also got a button for your videos, so you can pull your videos up here. Okay, and over to the left, you've got your tutorials, university, and insights. Okay, and you can even search templates, which I could be wrong, but I don't remember seeing that before, so I wonder if they've added that in over the last couple of days, because I don't recall seeing that earlier on and thinking, boy, it would be nice if there was a search feature, and there it is. So that's cool. So what exactly is Viddyoze? Well, Viddyoze is a collection of templates that you can use to create amazing video effects, animated logos, lower thirds, backgrounds, you name it. If it's video and animation related, you can do that inside of here, or as I like to call it, motion graphics, which is a little bit different than animation per se. And I'll explain why that is in a minute here. So years ago, when this program came out, it was for animated logos and it had a handful of templates. It had, I don't know, 20 templates, 40 templates maybe at most. And, they were pretty good. They were pretty good, but they weren't going to rival some of the stuff that we were doing with After Effects and whatnot. It was pretty close, but not quite. Well, now that's all changed. First of all, this does way more than just animated logos. It has 250 plus templates, and you get a ton of great features, and it looks just as good as anything done on After Effects. And we'll take a look at that in just a second here. So right now you can see on the left-hand side all the different types of templates. You got transitions, titles, social, overlays, outros, logos, live action, intros, extended, backgrounds, alpha, featured, newest, favorites, and of course all templates. So going back to what we love, and that is animated logos. As you know, I've got animateyourlogo.com where we create these things for businesses, and this has some amazing templates in here. I mean, take a look at these, some of them may be your style, some of them may not be, but you've got a lot of variety in here. And these are very, very similar to a lot of the templates that you would find on something like VideoHive to use with After Effects. But as you're going to see, and if you watch my comparison video, you'll see how much easier it is to do with Viddyoze, and anybody can do it, quite literally. So all of these templates are in here. You got the previews, which is really nice that you can get to see that before you get started. And if we wanted to make an animated logo, we would just choose one of these templates to customize. You can see there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. In fact, let's do this one right here. So I'm going to hit Customize, and that's going to bring up the edit page here. I mean, how much simpler can you get than this, right? You got your images, your colors, your overlay. So right here, it says logo. So you're just going to upload your logo. Now, of course, I've already got my logo in here somewhere. So we'll find that. Give that a second to load. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let me see if I can find my logo in here. There's one of them, two of them. But the one that I want is actually this one right here. That's what we want. We want this one. Okay, so we're going to insert that into the program here. Now we can hit continue to choose the colors. Now this color here actually is pretty close to one of the colors that we use anyway, so I'm not even going to change that. I'm going to hit continue, and you can see there's a default audio in there. We can play that if we want. Okay, and that's kind of cool. And so now we can hit preview. Now this is going to generate a quick little preview so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. If you know it's going to be right, you can hit create, and realistically we could just hit create. We know what it's going to look like. So this is going to give us just a few frames to kind of show us what it's like. Perfect, love it. Okay, so now we're just going to hit create, and that's going to take us over here, and you can see it's going to start queuing that up, and this could take a few minutes, and that's fine. We'll let that run. Now, please note, when you're using your account, you're only going to be able to do 2 at a time, and once you try to do more than 2 at a time, it's going to tell you to wait until the other ones are done, so just be aware of that. Okay, so now let's look at some of the other stuff that we have in here. So alpha. Now, if you don't know what alpha is, alpha channel means the background is transparent. Okay, it's got an alpha channel. So this here, where you can see this Kodak camera or Polaroid camera and the image that comes out of it, this checkerboard pattern indicates that that is a transparent background. Okay, so when you put this onto a video, you're going to be able to layer that on top of something else. So this is where you're creating something that you're going to use in another video. So bring that into Final Cut Pro or whatever editor you use. Okay, and we'll take a look at a few of these. I mean, look how cool that is. And in the end, it just opens up to, boom, to a blank background. So that's kind of a transition-y type thing that you could use there. Follow us, and you would put in your profile, but that would lay over video. So what you would do with this is you would create something like this. You would just keep it on hand, and every time you produced a video, you could throw that on there. Okay? Same thing with the lower thirds. And this could be used for live videos as well. So for instance, I use Mimo Live to do my live videos. I could create this lower third here, keep that in Mimo Live with my name on it, and every time I go to do a live video, just use it over and over again. So very useful there. You can see your name here. This one is some sort of a semi-transparent background with lights. And this one here is some sort of city view. Okay. So again, you got your little graphic lower third on there. And look at that, 17 pages worth of these. Let's click number 3 here. We'll see some more. So this is a WhatsApp looking thing here. Again, you would layer that over your videos later. What do we have here? Tech tag lower third. Okay. Google Plus. Okay, that one there is like a little papyrus lower third. Oh, that's cool. I love that. And this one here, username, subscribe to YouTube, chapter and title. So a lot of cool stuff, a little Instagram transition-y deal there. Kid Zone transition. Okay, and so all of these are ones that have that alpha channel. Now backgrounds, this is literally where you can create some sort of a background. And you can see they've got the flag like we saw earlier. Lots of different things like that. This metallic background. Okay. And of course, if you want to, you can customize these. So if we choose this one here, which is really a cool background, we can come in here. This is what it's going to look like. Well, we could add texts. We can change the colors if we want to. And we can even add audio to it. Now, quite honestly, for a background, you probably don't even want to have audio, so you could actually turn that off. And you're not going to necessarily want to have text on the background. However, if you're making this for something specific, so in other words, you could make this background and just have it on your hard drive ready to use inside your video editor at any time, or you could make very specific text on this background and have it ready to go so that you could use that in your videos as a finished piece. For me personally, I would export this and then add text, you know, whenever I needed to inside my program, so I'd always have this background ready, okay? And so let's go back here, and you can see there's quite a few in there. Extended, so this is, as you can see, like we'll take a look at this. This is a slideshow, okay? And so it's going to show the logo, and then it's going to allow you to put graphics or images in there with graphics that overlay on top of it, so it's a nice little slideshow piece. So that's why it's called extended, because they're not just an animated logo or a lower third. It's like a full video, in this case, mostly slideshows. Intros, introductions to your videos. Now these are kind of cool. So this is where you would put in multiple pieces of text. You can see it says first text there. We follow that through in the pipes, and then you have a second piece of text there. So this would be good if you were doing some sort of like an introduction credits sort of deal for a video. Third and fourth text, and then probably the logo at the end, I would guess. Oh, and there it goes out. So this one here, first text, and it shows an image. So you would replace those images, you would replace the text. So very cool to be able to make these slideshows that are a lot better than most of the simple slideshows that you typically see, where it's just, you know, an image, an image, an image. This is actually going to give you some real style to those. This one here is like a little open. This here, nice little promo. That's kind of cool. You got your countdowns here, which are nice because I'm often looking for nice countdowns. This one you may have seen earlier in one of my demos that we used. It's a soccer intro for some sort of a soccer type news show. Okay, you've got a hotel slideshow here. You got the logo. You got the hotel stuff in the background. You can put your information on there. As you can see, it's got, luxury room and all that there. So those are your intros. Live action is interesting because this is where it uses actual live footage. Like this one here, the girl opens the shirt and has videos on there, the logo. This one here is a balloon that has it on there. So it's real footage of real places and real things with your logo. You've probably seen this one already. I love this one with the pizza and your logo underneath. I used that quite a bit because I thought that was pretty cool. This one here, guys looking at the screens, and you can obviously go in and change those around, put your logos and images in there. And this one here, newspaper, where you would have your information on there. That could be very, very useful. Think of that in the escape room for a video introducing a project or a game. Breaking news, and then, Camp Rutledge is haunted, whatever. This one here with the phone, where you put in the images for your stuff. You've got this one here with the screens. We got this one here, which is a rolling, which, I've used something similar to this before, if you remember some of my videos from the past. And this one here, this one's kind of cool. This is a printer, and it prints out your text. Okay? You can put whatever you want on there. This eyeball, it's a real human eyeball, but, oh, look at that, transitions out. So anything with real people and real situations, this is where you're going to do that. Like this is, again, breaking news. You can put your information on there. Hologram. And of course, just like with anything else, if we want to customize this, we come in here. I think this one's cool. That's why I'm going to do it. Go to the library. Once again, we'll find our logo in here. Maybe. There it is. Next. Again, we can continue. Choose our colors. That color's fine with me. I like that. It actually works with our logo pretty well. And it's got this audio. So that works. So let's preview that. And we'll just skip right over to create. And we'll let that render out there. You can see our last one is already in here, ready to go. So all we have to do is download that. And we can download it as an MP4 or an animated GIF. I'm going to do MP4. So these would be your end screen stuff. Okay. You've got overlays. These are things that you would overlay on top of your videos. So you can see things like that. Falling leaves, little shape overlays. Just these nice little, I love this one with the film look. This little loading one is kind of cool. And these are things that you would create once and just save it and have it on hand every time you went into your video editor. Social, they got a whole bunch of social media related animations and graphics that you can create, like this one here, which is a YouTube swirl. Okay. Whoop. And then down at the bottom, you can see there it's got the text message. Same thing for Facebook. You got this YouTube reminder. This gets people to do the like and bell icon and the subscribe. Instagram swirl. You got your glass Instagram. You got your follow us again. You got this YouTube channel graphic here. So just a lot of really cool stuff that you can do for social media that you can add to your videos. Some of these we've seen in the other spots with the overlays and whatnot. But there's 11 pages of these things. So just imagine all the stuff you can do. I mean, very, very cool stuff. And again, add these to your videos to get people to take action on social media. There we go. And again, this 11 pages worth of this stuff. I mean, how cool is that? Boom. Follow us on YouTube. I mean, just really, really great stuff in here. You got your titles, so this is going to allow you to create the titles. You can see some of these are the same ones that were in the other one because they fit both categories, but you'll see some neat, look at this one here. How cool is that? You ever wanted to do that, the spinning globe with your name going around it? There you go, now you can do it. I mean, just a lot of the whiteboard. Boom. And again, 11 pages worth of these things. I mean, how cool is that? Ooh, we love the Halloween stuff. Happy Halloween. I made a bunch of these for the escape room right before Halloween. Combustion title. I mean, how cool is this stuff? I mean, that's, again, if you did this in After Effects, you'd have to pay $20, $40 for every single one of these templates that you used, and you'd have to have After Effects, and you'd have to know how to use it. And finally, the transitions here. You can see some of these are really cool, like the, so here, balloons transition for a birthday. You just put that, you would take it into your video editor, and you would layer that over 2 shots, and it would cut in between while the balloons are on the screen. Same thing here. Boom, look at that. That's cool. That's one that I've got to export right away to use in some of my stuff. More balloons. Here's a logo transition. Another one of these cool futuristic ones. Love that. That's the type of stuff I really like. And again, 4 pages worth of this stuff. You just put that in between your 2 clips, and you've got a really nice transition with your logo in there and everything. Colors. I mean, just great stuff. So again, if you, and you can see our other one is just about done, so we'll download that in just a moment, and we'll share both of those at the end. But if you do anything with video, this is an amazing tool that's going to allow you to do some really, really cool stuff inside your videos, whether it's animated logos, transitions, backgrounds, overlays. All of it is in here for one low price. And again, if you did this with After Effects, you'd be paying $20 to $40 for each one of these templates that you wanted to download and use. And then you'd have to not only have After Effects, $50 a month, you would also have to know how to use After Effects, because it's not going to be as simple as the ones we showed you today. So be sure to check this all out. If you have any questions, let me know, but take action now. This is the lowest price it's ever going to be at. So if you want to be able to provide these kinds of animations, these kinds of animated logos, these kinds of transitions, this is the time to get in on this. You could literally grab this and start selling some of this on Fiverr today. Let alone if you've already got customers, you can start to add this into the stuff that you're selling to your customers. So highly, highly, highly recommend this. Probably above almost any other tool that we talk about, because I like this one so much. So again, any questions, let me know, and I hope you have fun with this.